Hey, what's up? So I just wanted to show you what it's like to go off-road in Assassin's Creed Shadows. I had talked about this in my first article about the game, my early impressions. I've done a second impressions post. I'm planning to do another one. I have a bunch of content I'm planning for this game already. Not because I love it so much. I enjoy the game. I really do like it. But the only I have a lot to say on this game and to share about it just because I'm playing it a lot. That's all. Okay, so I'm not here like this is the best game ever, but I do like it. I love the world. I love the stories. I'm enjoying the game, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have at least 200 hours played on this before I actually complete the whole thing. Just based on the amount of time that I have now, nearly 100 hours already. Nearly, not quite there, but nearly 100 hours, and I still have half the map left to go. I still have half the map left to go in the game. It's crazy, dude. But anyways, so I had mentioned just briefly, and I talked about like being able to go like run through the forest and stuff, and how you're just covered and you cannot see anything on your screen. Um, and it's true. It's literal. Like I wasn't just saying that. Like when you're off road, not so some of I for a lot of my screenshots, I did some like normal kind of off the path screenshots, but most of these I wanted to show. And these aren't half of the screenshots that I've taken while off road. I have all my all my screenshots are on Discord. Um, these are the most recent pictures I took in like the past 1 or 2 days while playing. So I do when I'm taking these screenshots, I do specifically move the camera to a place where you can kind of see there's a world out there, right? I try to get the views coming down when I can. Some of them are impossible because I'm in the middle of I can't see anything on the screen. Like I have to get to a point where I can see outside of the bushes, the brush, the trees. I have to do that. I have to get to a point because before I even take these screenshots, I am running through stuff that I cannot see the screen. Like the screen is just filled, right? No exaggeration. So I wanted to do a quick video and have my most recent screenshots. They're all off-road. All these screenshots in this video are all off-road. There's a couple of them in there that are just not, instead of being like out in the middle of the forest and stuff, there's a couple screenshots in here, like maybe 3 or 4 at the most, where they're just kind of off path, right? But even this one I'm up in the mountains. I was coming down. One of my favorite things about doing the off-road thing, one of my favorite things is going through all this stuff and then seeing like a village or a town or whatever come into sight, like through the trees, right? Through little cracks in the trees and stuff, and you could see this stuff. You can see the temples. You can see stuff through the cracks in the trees, and then you come out and you see it. I love that, dude. It's so cool, and I love the water parts where I get to see the rivers and the lakes when I'm coming out. This one, I don't know if you can see it in the very bottom. I'm swimming, like that's why I took that shot, because it was an off-road thing. Like I was swimming, and like a non-usual place that you would swim at or whatever. But yeah. So yeah, it's just cool, man. I really love. I think of it as off-roading, right? That's just how I think of it. I think hiking, right? You could think of it as hiking, kind of a thing. It's all I remind. One of the things that this game reminded me of when I first tried to run through the forest and stuff. And it's not like a new thing. Like you can do something similar in the previous games. There's not as much forestry, right, to just run through it and have like your screen covered and all this stuff. But it reminds me of the first time I played The Crew in the beta before that game came out. I was playing The Crew, and I wanted to test the open worldness of that game, and I did. I spent many hours just in the beta, just driving off-road, up mountains, down mountains, through forests and stuff, because I wanted to test what the limits were of the game. Until these games, years ago, starting these games out and whatever, you always encounter invisible walls, right? Like it's not fully open. Like it looks open, that's cool, but you would always encounter invisible walls. And I actually encountered a invisible wall, and there's a portion of the map I literally I had to go all the way around. I took a screenshot. I took a screenshot. You could see this world in front of you, right? Like in this part of the map. And when I look at the map, it's in the middle of the map. It's not like on the edge. It's in the middle of the freaking map that you can't get to. And I don't know if I didn't try going all the way around and then coming down on it, but basically I could look up in front of me and see forestry, just see a hill that I could supposedly climb, but I was running into an invisible wall. So I was running around for at least 5 minutes. I was running against that invisible wall, and there was no rocks no rocks or anything blocking my path. It was literally an invisible wall, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I haven't seen something like that in a long time." And I found it very strange that it was like in the middle of the map in this game, and I was like, "Whoa, that's interesting." Maybe it was a bug, but I think there's just something there that you, for whatever reason, you can't go there. I don't know why. I don't think it's a special thing. It was just weird. I was like, "That's odd," because there's nothing here. It's just a bunch of empty. And I just couldn't go up it for some reason. It's possible it was a bug, like I don't know, but there was an invisible wall, so I thought that was funny. Anyways, yeah, so it just reminded me of the crew. I testing the game, seeing how far I can push, how much I can actually go off road, what I can walk through and what I can't. And I've seen complaints by people talking about how they can't go up hills and mountains and they can't travel and all this. One of the things I didn't realize, maybe they're on their horse. The horse sucks in this game, all right? The horse is so bad. It cannot go up hills and mountains and stuff. Like, the horse, get off the horse. The horse sucks for that. Which is interesting to me because I remember, now it's been a while, but I remember the horse being able to go up and down mountains in Origins and Odyssey. Valhalla didn't have as much. Oh yeah, Valhalla. I just haven't played Valhalla in a while, and I played a lot of hours of it, but I haven't played it in a while. But the horse in Odyssey and Origins, I remember, was able to go up and down mountains like no problem. Just as if you were walking on foot. So I just found it interesting in this game that the horse is a piece of crap. This is useless, dude. You can't take it anywhere like you want to. Like, I want to go off road, man. I want to ride my horse up and down mountains, dude, but it won't do it. It will not do it. So off foot, there are times you have to zigzag, because there will be hills that will like force slide you down. But you can zigzag up them and stuff, and it's pretty cool. Anyways, so I know these screenshots are probably looped up. I didn't have a lot to say. I just wanted to share some quick thoughts and talk about the off-road specifically because I love the hiking. I guess we'll call it hiking. I think it was off-road. I can't help. It's a game, like I'm not actually hiking these things or anything. But it is cool. Like I love it. I love the screen being full. I love coming out, coming through the trees and the brush and then seeing like a town or just the ocean and whatever, and it's just really cool. I love that about this game. And again, it's not like a brand new thing that's never been done before. It's just, I really like, running through this world and stuff and going through that deep forest and can't see anything because your screen's covered in this stuff. Like all my screenshots I take when I'm in the clear, when I'm able to, like, because I have a few screenshots where the screen is just covered because I wanted to show people, kind of like this one, similar to this one, but the screen is just just full. Anyways, I will talk to you later. Bye bye.